Remind me of the plane I was on a couple of weeks ago. It said, we're taking off a little late, but the pilot was saying, we're taking off a little late, but we're going to make up once we get up 25,000. We're going to speed this plane up and we're going to land on time. I said, well, I hope you take off on time next time so we don't have to go so fast. Last but not least, the next brother that I want to bring up, he's really an example. A great friend, someone that has been supporting me in organizing, participating in some of the events that we did previously, especially the Health Festival. I invited him because, to me, he's a very successful brother. He works hard. He has moved here from the diaspora, and I want you to just hear his story so that you can be inspired. If he can do it, if we can do it, then you can do it. Let us hear from our great brother, Dr. Byron Cox.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Brian Cox. B-R-Y-A-N. He said B-R-B-Y-R. That's okay.
All right.
I used to call him David, but it's David.
Correct.
So we all make mistakes here and there. All right. Well, first of all, I would like to thank you for allowing me to speak to the individuals here. I've been here for 14 years. 14 years. And it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. Don't let anybody on this table or anywhere in Ghana tell you that it is an easy experience coming here. People will cheat you. People will lie to you. People will steal from you. And it's not just Ghanaians. It's also Americans. So you have to be very careful who you deal with. As some of you already know, I don't just hang out with certain people. Most of the people I hang out with are Ghanaians. My wife is Ghanaian. Now the reason why is because I'm very careful who I deal with. I think that we as African Americans, we need to also, coming here, we need to change our reputation to the people in Ghana. Because there are people here who automatically, if you're an African American, may treat you or may think of you a certain type of way because of the way the media projects us, the way we project ourselves sometimes. So we have to also look at ourselves and make ourselves welcome here. Because sometimes we also think that we are better than the African. If you were to go home, you probably would talk to some people and they would say, why are you going to Africa? Why not UK? Why not this place? Why not that place? Because for some reason, and sometimes it's an undertone that we don't even know about, that we're just communicating negatively to the people here. Okay? So I'm just putting that out, especially if you want to start a business here. You know, the first thing you need to do is have a game plan. You can't just come to Africa because your ancestors were from Africa. Because the bottom line is you are totally different than the African of today. You're going to come here, some of you are going to come here and you're going to say, because I'm all natural, the African needs to be all natural. And it's going to make them feel as if you think you're better than they are. So you have to start off small steps. You know, show love to these individuals because their minds have been brainwashed just like the minds of African Americans. So we have to understand that some of you weren't like you are right now. It took time for you to get to this particular point, to be awakened. So it's going to take time for the people here to be awakened on certain things. Now, I started that way. I don't know why I started that way, but I started that way because, as Sharita says, she's real. She doesn't realize I'm more real than she is.
Real is real.
All right? Now, first thing you must do when you start a business here or anywhere is, like I said, have a game plan. You know, find out exactly what you truly want to do. Sometimes you may have to do what you don't really want to do at first to make to make ends meet so you can do what you finally want to do in life. Second thing is GIPC. You have to get involved with GIPC. They're your friends.
Right.
They should be your friends if they're not your friends.
Give them a round of applause.
Yes, it's very important that you get involved with them. Now, when I first came here, I was like the V. I didn't have to pay no billion. What's the number? Billion? No, I'm talking about, what is it now? Million, 500,000? 250. Hey, 250 is the minimum. Hey, dang! Man, yeah. I think what happened, I believe what happened is that they were trying to get rid of investors. They didn't want foreigners to come here. I don't know what in the world was now, the thing is that there are people who are going to come here and invest that type of money. But they don't realize, the Ghanaians don't realize that the people who are going to invest that type of money are the people who are going to pollute your land.
Right.
Who's going to destroy their land. And it's already happening. If you don't see the strip, you see all the trash and stuff out there? You know? Now, if you're going to invest that type of money, or have people invest that, in fact, you should get people who are not going to invest that type of money, but it's going to work towards building your country so it can be a better and more fulfilling country. You know, I mean, the trash is out here. I'm going off track. I'm sorry, but I must say this because the trash that is outside in the beaches are ridiculous.
Keep it real.
And we need to do something about it because it's not going to. Right now, people don't necessarily think about it. But I have 3 daughters, and I will probably have some more children.
You will. We need to. The GMO is coming.
Oh, by the way, GMO, it's in Africa already. I'm talking about it's being grown in South Africa. It's not just in America, it's in South Africa as well. And Bill Gates have sent GMO products to East Africa. I can't think of the countries right now. But in East Africa, and they're doing it as a foundation. Right. And that's what they're trying to do here as well, is do it as a foundation and brainwash people with the vaccinations and all these other types of things to destroy us. My children have not been vaccinated. Well, I have to rephrase that. They just got a yellow fever vaccination. For my dad just died, but to go and see him before he died, they had to get a yellow fever vaccination, which I was afraid that something was going to happen to them. You know, with them taking this yellow fever. But fortunately, nothing did happen to them. I haven't had a drug since '98. I only take herbs and other types of things. I refuse to take medications unless it's absolutely necessary. And at this present time, it's not absolutely necessary. So I don't take any medications. But the main thing is getting a game plan, getting involved with GIPC, meet people, meet people who are on the ground, who actually know, people like Sharita, people like myself, people like David, who knows what is going on here. Even, you know, I have a house, I have land, I have all these different things, but things would have been a lot easier if I knew people like him. You know, I can't think of his name. What's your name? Damqua. Okay. If I knew people like him, I still don't know him. So he might not be worth to be trusted either, but David knows him, right?
Right.
He's good?
Right.
If he's good, he's good.
He's good.
You sure?
Everybody up here is good.
Okay, he's good. So if David says he's good, then he's good. Yeah, so, but get to know people like this, because they're the ones that's going to truly help you. You're going to have people who are going to come up to you, who are going to say they're going to help you. But believe me, you know, they talk about Nigerians. They talk about Nigerians here in Ghana. But Ghanaians can be worse than Nigerians. I'm saying it to your faces.
With a smile.
Yeah, with a smile and with a serious look. Am I lying? Am I lying? Am I lying? Can the Ghanaians be worse than Nigerians?
It's possible.
Hardly. But the difference. I'll tell you the difference. I'll tell you the difference. This is the difference. The Ghanaian will smile in your face. They'll wait. They're very strategic. They'll wait patiently. 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. They'll wait patiently, but they have something in mind. They're very smart with it. Whether the Nigerian is like,
Right now.
this is what I want, I'm going to get it, I'm going to tell you how I'm going to get it. It's like the American. Americans are like Nigerians. You know, Americans will go and grab what they want, where the British will smile in your face. But they still get what they want. They still get what you want. And the reason why I'm saying this is because they were ranked, Nigeria was ranked, number 2 at one time in corruption. Ghana passed them. So now Ghana's number 2 and Nigeria is number 3.
That's because all the Nigerians are in.
That's true. That's true. But I'm letting you know this because you can't trust everybody. You can't trust everybody. There are good Ghanaians. There are great Ghanaians here. If it was, I wouldn't be here for 14 years.
And married one.
And married one. I'm a legal citizen now. I'm actually a legal citizen here in Ghana. It took a long time to get there. It took a long time to get there. But the thing is, we have to understand, we have to show love to people, but at the same time, understand that in the back of your mind, this person can cheat me.
He's still in the hood.
Exactly. Exactly. So, you know, believe me, I'm not trying to talk bad about the Ghanaians, by no means, because I love the Ghanaians. But, I'm sorry? It's worse in America. It is worse in America. It is worse in America.
I don't know about that.
It's certainly worse. And they're corrupt.
Yeah. Well, it can be, you know something? The thing is that in America, you may die. You may get shot. You know, all these things are going on. Racism and all these other things are going on in America. Where here, you don't have that much, you don't have all those type of problems.
How they go.
I'm sorry?
How does it go?
Yeah, you don't have, you don't have to have, you don't have all those type of problems here. And I thank God for being in God. I don't have a thought. My mom told me, my mom's here now. She's here. She's here for about 3 months, and then she'll be going back. But my mom asked me, are you ever going to come back to America? You know, establish in America or anything? I said, you know something. I mean, it may be a possibility, but at this present time, no. I don't have a desire to go back to America. I like it here. You know, I may not make as much money as I may have made in America, but I'm definitely more comfortable here than I would in America.
Sure.
You know, it's peaceful. I have my own land. I don't owe any bills. You know, I'm not stressing like I was stressing in America. Now, when I first started here, I was stressing a little bit. I did stress a little bit when I first started. You can give up if you can give up if you don't watch it. Your first year or two can be a very difficult situation.
If you don't listen.
If you don't listen. The first year or two, it could be bad. But see, I did mentally prepare myself. When I was in America, I didn't drive for a year. I didn't use air conditioning for a year. I walked certain places. So I mentally prepared my mind because I didn't know what to expect when I came here. If you're expecting Ghana to be like America, then stay in America. Because it's not like America.
Right.
You know, if you want it to be like America, stay in America. Because it's not going to be like America. You know? But if you want an experience, if you want to learn more about yourself, if you want to have a business that is flourishing, and not have to worry about the ideas you have in America, you can bring it to Ghana and flourish.
Yes.
I'm going to brag a little bit about myself for a second. I am the first African American to be a fellow of the International Chiropractors Association. In fact, the only African American or person of African descent to be a fellow of the International Chiropractors Association. I'm the first chiropractor to get an award this year for the West African Clinical Alliance Awards. And I'm honored because I really didn't think people even looked and saw what I was trying to do here in Ghana. But I'm doing my best to help the people here in Ghana to get healthy. And I know a lot of people here, David, Sharita, and Sharita's products are very good, good products. So definitely you need to look at them and purchase some as well. David has a wonderful farm, organic vegetables as well as fruits. Fruits as well.
Superfood moringa.
He loves that moringa, boy. But he got other things. He got collards. He got what else? Kale, spinach.
Name it, we got it.
What's that? Good Jamaican vegetable. Callaloo. Yeah. Hey. I know I said it wrong, but that's okay.
It's good. You're doing great.
Man, I introduced it to my wife. Hey. In fact, we just bought some the other day.
All right.
We bought some the other day and told her, my mom hadn't even heard of it. It's a Jamaican food, right?
Yeah.
My mom hadn't heard of it, and she ate that food like it was collards. Like it's turnip greens. So I've gone off track. But the bottom line is, if you all need any assistance with anything, I will definitely do my best to help you all. First thing, I can't say this enough, is have a game plan. Don't just come here without a game plan, because if you don't, you will lose your money, you will lose your mind, you will get frustrated. In fact, what I'll do is, I believe I have enough cards here. I will give everybody my business card, and by all means, if you need time to talk, call me up. How long will you all be here? 10 days. I'm sorry? They're leaving? Okay. But my email is on there and everything. Y'all can contact me that way as well. Okay? All right. So you all have a wonderful and blessed day. Very good. Very good.
Again, before we close out this portion, we'll take a few, we're right on time.